Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Joe, and Ash is not joining us today. Ash is on holiday somewhere. I think he went to Spain or something. So while he's out burning himself to a crisp in the sun, the rest of us still carry on. So I thought I'll do at least one recording this week in his absence and just cover a topic that I just find, shall we say, interesting, and just want to kind of show the difference between Tesla and other people when it comes to charging. So in the UK, we've got an app and a map on on your browser that's called Zap Map. I'm gonna open that up here for you guys, and Zap Map is pretty damn useful. Let's show this here. So there we go. That is Zap Map for the UK, and it shows you all the chargers that's around. Now, it does show a lot of the lower end stuff as well, which I've now filtered out, because to be honest, anything below 50 kilowatt hours is just pointless to me. That's more like destination charging, so you don't really care about that when you're on road trips. So if you eliminate that and you go 50 kilowatt hours plus, and you only go CCS and Tesla CCS, then yeah, that is how many chargers there is around. As you can see, some of the cities are a bit more, shall I say, congested or populated, and not much in between. The Tesla map is not as populated as this. Let's quickly show the Tesla map. Remove the Tesla. Oh no, sorry, I went the wrong way there. There we go. There's the Tesla map. But the big difference between the Tesla and other people, and big one over here is BP claiming to be the biggest one in the UK. So let's quickly go here. So this is BP Pulse. Blah, 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 blah. Boring, boring, boring. Business solutions. Pay 20% less when you pay a monthly fee for the app. Boring, no. So again, you got to go through the app, so it's not seamless. You can't just plug in and it works, like what you do with Tesla. But here we go. So BP claims to have 8,750 charging points, like these little buggers here, of which 3,200 is rapid and ultra fast. Now that basically means 50 kilowatt hours, because there are very, very few that is more than that. Yeah, you might have 3,200 at a 50 kilowatt hour rate. Is it worth it? I don't think so. Sorry, let's go back there. No, we do want to go to map. So I'm going to go to Milton Keynes, which is near me. Let's wait for that to load. There we go. So there's the BP Pulse things in Milton Keynes. Okay, so if you overlay that compared to ZapMap when you include all the rest, let's quickly go back to ZapMap. Okay, so at ZapMap, let's turn back on CCS, apply, and let's zoom in on Milton Keynes. You can see most of the chargers in Milton Keynes are the BP Pulse ones, not very many others. And then when we go back to the BP Pulse map, and we want to put in a filter because we don't care about the slow ones. There we go, off you go. So, is there any 150? Oh, looks like we lost one. There's 150 kilowatt hour. And look at that price, 62p per kilowatt hour. This is the whole point of this video, is the price difference. And this is what I have there. They have one DC Type 2, one DCS combo connector, and then one CHAdeMO. I don't know why they're so obsessed with CHAdeMO. CHAdeMO is in there. Yeah, okay. DCS is not great either, but it's more standardized in Europe and stuff. But we put in all these ones in, and you can see they got a decent amount of them dotted around. Again, 50 kilowatt hour, 63 pence. 50 kilowatt hour, 63 pence. Let's go through a few of them. Like, we can find any that is more than 50 kilowatt hour. That is, no, it seems like there's only that one that is more than 50 kilowatt hour. Well, in other words, if you take a standard car has 60 to 70 kilowatt hour battery pack. If you go from empty to full, it's going to take you more than an hour to charge up. More than an hour. And look at that, £10 charge if you stay more than 90 minutes. If you have a big battery, like let's say you have a 100 kilowatt hour battery, you can't even fill it up, because then you get charged extra. The 63p per kilowatt hour, yeah, and for our American friends, yes, electricity is that expensive here. It's in line with petrol, diesel, so we don't get as massive energy savings as you guys get. Alright, let's pull this one away. So that's the BP Pulse. So there they say 63 kilowatt hours. Let's go on ZapMap. And ZapMap tells you something different. Let's there's a BP Pulse. Alright, so here we have 3 connectors on one device. So you have a CCS at 50 kilowatt hour, you have a Type 2 at 43 kilowatt hour, and then you have a CHAdeMO at 50 kilowatt hour. Now I've never used these. I'm going to test them out once I get my Tesla. But I'm not sure if you can use a CHAdeMO at the same time you use a CCS. It's unknown for me. But look at the price there. There they say 59p per kilowatt hour or 79p for rapid. Now what does BP define as rapid? Because on their website they say 63p per kilowatt hour. So you have conflicting information. But yeah, you got one unit. So now you're gonna end up spending most of the day driving around. Granted, with that map, and the BP thing, at least it tells you for the most part if it is available or not. This one unknown, no network status. And here we go with PodPoint. This is VW's European version of Electrify America. Again, unknown, doesn't know if it's working or not. So you drive there, you don't know if it's working. CCS 1, CHAdeMO 1. Again, the slow speeds. There we go, BP Pulse. There's 2 at least. Device 1, device 2. So at least you can charge 2 cars at the same time. And there's an update saying it's available. Again, are you paying 80p per kilowatt hour? Then that effectively costs more than petrol diesel to fill up your car. And you know, that's half the point of an electric car, is it's supposed to be cheaper to run. But at these rates, that costs you more. So considering the amount of units that they have installed, that they claim to have installed, 3,200, they should have much better efficiency at scale. They should be able to install these things for a lot cheaper, so they're clearly not as innovative as Tesla. Now, let's go look at the only one Tesla in this area, which is here at the service station. 12 connectors. 12 connectors, 150 kilowatt hour each, which means the Tesla I'm getting has a 60 kilowatt hour battery. It means I can fill it up from 0 to full. I know there's charging curves and stuff, but effectively in what's that, like 25 minutes? Less than that. It doesn't compete. Why would I go spend my time at one of these other ones, spend an hour, 20 minutes to fill up, when I can come here and do it in 20 minutes? Granted, because of charging curves, you probably don't go more than 80 or 90, and you just, move on. So in 20 minutes, I can go from 20 to 80, probably less than 20 minutes, and drive off. Because the Tesla I'm getting can do 170 kilowatt hours. This thing's limited to 150. There's 250s around, but yeah, it's just, this thing is not capping out what the car can do, and still it is so much faster than the competitors. And look at that, 52p per kilowatt hour versus 70 something. What was it? 70. Oh, let's zoom out. One of these is a BP one. 79. 52 to 79. How do you justify that? I think anything below 50 they classify as 5. So even the slowest stuff costs more than Tesla's fastest one. Let's quickly go to, I'm pretty sure the one here by Tesla is 16 and 8. There's 16 150 kilowatt hour, 8 250 kilowatt hour. Let's go down to 250. Granted, ZapMap can't see Tesla's up status, but we all know Tesla's up 99 what was it last time? 99.94% of the time. So that is just excellent. Alright, so device 15, device 16, and there we go. 250 kilowatt hours, and it's still the same price. 52 pence per kilowatt hour. This is kind of on par with the price of petrol or diesel in the country. It's a little bit more. But if you compare this to all the other people that does charging, it costs more to fill up your car using them than what it does on a Tesla. And these can charge so much faster. So this charging unit can actually max out any Model Y and any Model 3 you can get. There is not a Model Y or Model 3 that can charge faster than 250 kilowatt hour. You can get your full charging speed on this at a lower rate than anybody else. So yeah, it's madness. But for those of you not aware of ZapMap, it's brilliant, it's excellent. When you let's take away the fast stuff. Let's limit it to 50 and then go down to destination chargers. Now you can get a bigger idea of what there is around, like hotels and stuff. I mean, look at that. You can't even freaking see the map itself. It's that populated. Look how it's lagging just trying to zoom in. This is one area where I feel Tesla needs to just plonk in like a 4 stall or 8 stall. Just stay in the middle. This would be lovely because I love going on a holiday day, and yeah. The charging infrastructure is not great. The only decent stuff here is this one, which is 2 connectors. And does this one have a? Yeah, there's a BP Pulse. Freaking expensive. But I might not have a choice when I go there on holiday, because I would top up before you catch the ferry. You top up a Tesla charger here somewhere. Oh, it's not going to show now because I got it limited below Tesla speed. But there's a Tesla charger here somewhere, and they're busy building one here somewhere. So you top up there, then you go on a ferry, spend like a week or two in Isle of Wight for your holiday. This is a lovely place to go on holiday. But during that week or so, you're probably going to want to top up once. If you top up once at that price, it's probably not the worst in the world, you know. What's the price of this one? Look at those slow speeds, 22, 22, 50. There's 150. Charging 1 minute ago, so someone's using it, so you can't use it. There's another, okay, so he's got 2 ports available. 72p per kilowatt hour. It's crazy. Let's go to one of the places I'm actually going to holiday this year, which is down here. Very nice beaches here on Tenby. And the nearest fast charger, let's boost this up again. That is the nearest fast charger. Look at the price of it. 50 kilowatt hour, so it's not that fast, so it's slow. So this is just used for top-ups. 79p per kilowatt hour. Honestly, I don't understand how these people can expect to let the EV revolution happen when they charge such exorbitant amounts of charge. It's cost more to charge than most of these people than it costs to put petrol or diesel in your vehicle. It doesn't add up. So yeah, that's just my little rant for today. I just want to point out that there is an absolute ton of chargers in the UK. People thinking about range anxiety because they think there's not enough chargers are crazy. The problem is, if you don't buy a Tesla, you kind of like, you know, shooting yourself in the foot, because your charging experience is going to suck. Half of the chargers don't work half of the time. They charge slower, so you're wasting more of your time, and time is the most valuable resource in the world. And they cost more to charge slower. So you're paying more per kilowatt hour and you're wasting your own time. If you're going to go EV, you kind of need to go Tesla. Every now and again, as a Tesla owner, you might have to use one of these units. Like if I go to my holiday destinations, like this year, I'm also going up here. And I think, I'm not even sure if there's a Tesla charger yet. Let's put on only Tesla chargers. Yeah, there's a Tesla charger. I'm going on holiday here somewhere, like just a weekend break. I got Tesla charging on the way there. So I'm going to be driving from where I am, near Milton Keynes. Honestly, I think I can drive all the way to Norwich on a single charge. Fill up there, do my holiday, fill up there before I come back home. Boom. And look at this. 8 chargers, all 250 kilowatt hour. That's fast enough. All 52p per kilowatt hour. So it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. It charges much faster. I don't know what this rating is. Is it based off of my distance or something? I don't know. It's based off of my middle point on the map. So let's try to put my middle point on Milton Keynes. It doesn't show it. Got 153 miles. So you can do that in a Tesla, no problem. Drive there, top up. Everyone will be tired anyway. They need a break. Leg straight. I mean, you could go here by Cambridge, but I don't like driving near Cambridge. It's a horrible place. I don't know why they say issues reported. Okay, so one out of, was it 12 connectors? 12 connectors. One connector is broken. You don't have a problem if 1 out of 12 is broken. That's not bad. There's one company that's really starting to get it, and that is GridServe. And this is this one here, Braintree Supercharger. Let's turn off the Tesla and yeah, apply that. So, why did you do this? Okay, so this map needs some improvement. This one here by Braintree was the first proper forecourt that GridServe opened up. Before that, they were also doing, 2 to 4 stalls, which, they kind of got it, but they were still busy expanding. They were still getting there. But GridServe, let's filter by GridServe network. I think they close to the bottom last time I checked. Yeah, there's Tesla. There's Podpoint, which is VW's terrible thing. GridServe, there we go. So we only filter by GridServe. But they got a few things dotted about. They have a few little ones, like this is like roughly where they started. Look, 3 connectors plus 2 others. They kind of got it that you needed more than just 1 connector. There's 3 plus a CHAdeMO. So, these guys get it. Then the first proper one they opened up was here. And look at that. 12 CCS type 2. I'm not sure what speed that is. Okay, we're going to go in that in a second. But yeah, 12 CCS at a certain speed, 11 more CCS at another speed, 11 shadow modes, 1 CCS at a weird speed, 1 shadow mode at a weird speed, 5 type 2s and 1 type 1. And what's not shown here is there is also Tesla connectors. I think let's turn on the Tesla one. So at the same location, they also have 6 Tesla chargers, but remember the Teslas can also charge on the CCS connectors. So let's go in there. Let's see what they have, because this list is pretty damn impressive. 350 kilowatt hour. So this is for the Porsche owners and stuff. But look at that price, 69p per kilowatt hour. That is pricey. CCS, like 350, 350, 350, 350, 350. They get it, you know, and if you're charging at that speed and you own a Porsche, you don't mind paying 69p per kilowatt hour. Like that is pocket change to you. All right, now we go to the lower one. CCS 100 kilowatt hour, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 50. So they got variable speeds. 800, but all of the prices seems to be 69p per kilowatt hour. To me, it's that is pricey. Here we go, the Type 2s. So 24 proper fast chargers, 100 kilowatt hour plus. And then there's some slow ones for people just quickly stopping by, just plug in while you go. Much better priced, 49p per kilowatt hour. And I think they just opened a new one. Look there, another 22 connectors. You know, these guys get it. GridServe gets it. And if I could invest in them, I would. Although they do charge too much per kilowatt hour. They need to bring their price down a little bit. If it was 60, that would be acceptable. I wonder if they have a app or something where you get a discount if you sign up to their app. That would kind of make sense. Maybe it brings it down to 60. But you compare that to the Tesla charger, still 52p per kilowatt in the same exact spot. And look there, 250, 250, 250, 250. Yeah, GridServe gets it. It's probably the only ones who get it. BP, yeah, they got them dotted around all everywhere, but you go to one, it's busy. Now you have to drive to the next one, it's busy, or it doesn't work. You drive to the next one, it's busy, it doesn't work. Once you find one that works, you've wasted 20, 30 minutes of your time finding one that works, or if they just have them all together in one location, you can clearly see which ones are in use and which ones are not. You don't have to waste time driving around. So per place like Milton Keynes, you only need one location, really. Maybe 2. Like, look, GridServe here has a tiny little one here, and I think they've got like a 4-stall, 2 4-stalls or something here. Oh, they got them either side of the motorway. There we go. GridServe, yeah, these were some of their first ones. But they also have one in the city. Oh, this is at IKEA, so not great. Not great. You know, you can see these are some of the first ones, but they're starting to get how much you actually need. Let's see this one, yeah, tiny. Whereas Tesla, boom, 6 and 6. There you go. Yeah, nothing. You know, you're driving along the motorway, there's going to be a lot more needed than that. But yeah, as I was saying with BP, you just waste your time driving around, and then once you finally find one, then you waste your time sitting there at a slow speed trying to charge up. So, Zap Map, thank you guys. This map's awesome. You just need to fix your thing when you change filters that it map shoots you off into the distance some way that you don't know where you are. And GridServe, bring your prices down. BP, wake up. We don't want a billion things dotted around. You want 4 to 8 stall places, a couple per city, really. I would say 8 stalls should be the minimum these days. Anyway, it's like when you go to a petrol fuel station. Oh, geez, I don't think I've ever found one that has less than 8, maybe 6. I don't think I've ever found a fuel station that only has 4. Okay, there is some small little ones. Most of those are shut down anyway. Yeah, most fuel stations have around 8 to 12. Some big ones have even more. So why do you have that many pumps? If it only takes 5 minutes to pump up, why do you have that many pumps? Because there's that many vehicles. So this is not enough yet. They are very well connected. GridServe's actually doing a pretty decent job at all these service stations going up into Scotland, I have to say. Probably not many at them, but they quite regular. Yeah, it's not bad. At least on this website, for those people who are not aware, at least on that map, you can find out if something is in use or not. Available 2 minutes ago. So these things get regular updates. 2 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. Still terrible speeds, my gosh. But, you know, yeah, just buy a Tesla and you don't have that problem. Okay, so after I recorded this video and before I started editing, I actually got the Tesla and then I went to a job, and while I was on a job I just found out something nice, so here's the video about that. Okay, so I'm just at a job site, sort of job site, kind of getting refused entry, trying to get that sorted. So while I'm waiting, I thought I'll just have a quick look around. So I had no idea that if you go on your tests on the map in the Tesla, and you click for charging spot, it actually shows other charging spots as well. So as you can see nearby me, these are all charging spots that's nearby. You got the major Tesla supercharger Newport, but if I drive there, then I have to drive all the way to the next junction on the motorway and then come back down to go to that one. So that one's not great. Yeah, there's all the BP ones that we saw earlier. First of all, so loads of 50 kilowatt chargings around me, and yeah, I just find it very interesting that Tesla is showing those to me, that that's an option. But I'm busy setting up so we can do recordings in the vehicle. Um, got a little mount there, don't know how good it is. I don't have any weight on it yet, but I'm seeing how it's doing in the heat. It seems like this one doesn't hook. Yeah, pathetic. So might need to do something about that. And yeah, that's just a little quick one update on the charging nearby. Very, very interesting that Tesla actually shows that. And I never knew that. Cheers. I digress. That's been a long enough video anyway. Just a proper rant. Guys, thank you for tuning in, and use resources like this to make your life easier, and also make your life easier by buying a Tesla rather than anything else. Because the rest, they just don't get it. See you guys next time. Bye.